April 25th, 2019, a long overdue day at the beach. It looks like the last time I was on a beach in Florida was November of 2017 based on my photos and diary. Could it really have been that long? I've needed it a long time and felt truly deprived of the environment that I need to regenerate. It's been too dangerous to go to Fort DeSoto alone like I used to do weekly, because when I walk the full shoreline, there are often times when I am far away from the rest of the world and vulnerable. Today, when I got to the end of the beach, there was a little old man in a turquoise speedo who seemed to take note of me photographing one of the driftwood trees at the end of the shore. Since I was there last, someone had completely decorated the limbs with shells. I took some photos of the oddity. As I began to leave, he approached, holding out a perfect sand dollar that was about 5 inches across. I really didn't want the shell, as beautiful as it was, because I've been trying to declutter, but he seemed so happy to give it that I thanked him and decided I'd pass it on to someone else further down the beach. I would take some photos and videos of it so that I kept the memory. I already collect a shell on every beach I visit that I put in a glass bucket at home. This shell was too perfect and too fragile for that, though. On the way up to the North Point, I'd noticed a lot of seaweed that was very pretty, so I probably took a dozen shots of it as I made the return south. In the end, I decided to keep the shell. I actually have a perfect spot on the wall next to a mermaid I recently hung in the bathroom. It will make me happy every time I see it, and I am reminded of the sweet little old man. I listen to podcasts on VR, AR, leadership, running a Shopify store, and marketing on Amazon. Maybe because it's what I want to hear, but my takeaway message was that I'll be a much better advocate for the cats, leader, and family member if I set aside time to renew my spirit like this. I came back to the sanctuary to put out the daily Big Cat briefing for Alexa, and Jamie dropped in and chided me for not being able to stay away for a whole day. I told her that I'd like to make Wednesday afternoons, or maybe Thursday mornings, my time for myself. She's cool with that. She understands the necessity of it. Tomorrow is our tri-annual inspection by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. They have a new executive director named Lisa Avery, who is both an attorney and an MBA, so she and Howie should have a lot in common. Carolina Tiger Rescue in North Carolina is sending their site manager here to see how we do things tomorrow, too. And then Saturday, Elmira's is bringing their board and volunteers to do the same. Later in the day, Saturday, is one of our quarterly volunteer appreciation gatherings. I understand there will be a human-operated hamster wheel that makes shaved ice cones. This is what happens when you delegate to a bunch of social butterflies. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.